Around this time last year, I ended up making a James Harden build on 2K22, current gen and on next gen 2K22. And the James Harden build I made, it was a 3-point playmaker, and that build was actually nice. Like, it did everything I needed to do. Offensively, it could get to the hole, it could shoot, and it could create its own shot. But also, it's getting very close to playoff time, so I was thinking to do the Joel Embiid and James Harden duo video very soon. So let's hop into My Player Builder real quick and make this James Harden build and show you what this build is looking like. We already know the gist of what James Harden does. He can shoot the ball, he can create space to get his shot off, and he can get to the hole when he needed to, but also this man is a facilitator. As a defense, y'all know it's kind of iffy, but it's somewhat there. But when it comes to actually setting this up, make sure y'all make this build a point guard, left hand. If you do anything else in the left hand, you're going to be literally, it's no point. It's not a James Harden build. I'm going to be 100% honest. But as of the height we're going to go 6'4", or you can go 6'6". These are the two heights I picked because if you go 6'5", the attributes for a 6'5" is nothing compared to a 6'4" and a 6'6". And if you're someone that wants Steve Francis on a 6'4", hey, you make the 6'4" version. But if you're someone that really doesn't care for that, you can go 6'6". But we're going to start out with the 6'4". We're going to go 190 pounds. And as the wingspan, we're going to go with 6'11" wingspan. The body type, that's based on you. You can go define, you can go built. But at the most, I would say define is the best one to choose out of for his body type. Because anything else, I don't know. 2K just make it look weird because you already 190. In the first category we want to start on when we're doing this, we'll end up starting with the finishing. Usually I'll mess around and just do whatever is going to be the highest. We're going to start with the finishing. For the close shot on this build, I'm going to roll around the 70 mark. We're going to stop at 70. When we get to the driving layup, James Harden layups, to unlock it, you need to have an 80 layup. So you're going to have an 80 layup on this build, but if you go with one more, you get an extra badge point. So you're going to go with 81. And then when it comes to finishing, this is one option you can do. You can pick between an 80 driving dunk, an 84 driving dunk, or 86 driving dunk. Those are the three options. It gotta has to be at least an 80 to 86 driving dunk ratio for this, because you can do an 80, 84, or 86. It's just based on your preference. But as of right now, we have 17 finishing badges. But when it comes to the shooting category for this, I'm gonna end up giving him an 89 3-point, so he can be Agent 3s on gold. Plus, he's going to be able to get blinders on goal with having that as well, with a 74 mid-range, and then the free throw, you can end up throwing a free throw up, just a few. You can have a 70 free throw on this build. 70 is not bad. You go 71 to be honest. But one thing that's a little bit different that I'm not used to when I'm making these builds, that today's build is going to have a high pass accuracy. Most of the time, my pass accuracy like 75, 79, 80. I don't usually go past the 80 because most of the time the passes get there. But as of the ball control, we're going to go with 89 ball control if we get quick first step on Hall of Fame. But as of the pass accuracy, if you want the name 3-point playmaker, you have to have an 86 pass accuracy. If you don't care, you can do 85. But if you want that name 3-point playmaker, 86 pass accuracy. And as the speed with ball, you can put it to 76 to get that extra badge point. But if you don't care, you can drop it down to 75 and use the extra attributes somewhere else on defense or your physicals. But when it comes to the defense on this build, you already know James Harden defense is not really like that. But you're playing NBA 2K23, so you're gonna have to have some type of defense on this game. For his perimeter defense, you can go from between a 75 perimeter defense to a 78. I stuck with the 75. And as a steal, you can stop at 85, but if you go 86, you get an extra badge point. So keep that in mind. And as of the badges, you have enough badges to get that glove on silver. So you want to get glove, you can have the chance to get glove. But as of upgrading this, we still not done. We want to upgrade his defensive rebound because this man does get defensive boards as well. Not all the time, but he gets some defensive boards here and there. So as of the badge count right now, you're seeing a 17, 21, 22, and 17. And then look, we want to raise up his interior defense just a little around 50. Nothing really too crazy. When it comes to the speed, we're going to go at 77 speed. The acceleration is going to be 80. It could be 88 or 87. You could drop it down even 86, but I prefer 87. It's right in the middle. Then your vertical is going to be a 75. You could make it a 70. You still unlock those certain contact dunks. And the stamina is going to be a 96 stamina on this build. And that leads you to get the badge count of 17, 21, 22, and 17. If you're someone that got the 4 extra badge points, or you got more badge points than that, that's one thing I would definitely say. You could throw some extra badge points on playmaking and shoot it. That's the main 2 categories. But as of the takeover badges, you get all the scoring takeover badges plus playmaking. So as of James Harden, you could go shot creating take, sharp take, playmaking take. You have different options. It's different type of courses of James Harden that he played, that he's going to be slashing takeover, shot creating takeover. But for right now, we're going to go with double ankle breaking takeover just for the video, just for real quick. But in the future, if you end up choosing what takeovers, you can do limitless takeover, or you can do pull up precision or ankle breaking shots, or even playmaking take if you're someone that type of player that plays rec and stuff like that. But as of the name 3-point playmaker, like I told you, you have to have that 86 pass accuracy. I tried to make this build so many times without an 86 pass accuracy, and it gave me 3-point shot creator. For the next version of this build, it is 6'6", 190 pounds with a 7-foot wingspan. Now look, This is going to be very similar to what you just seen, but just remember, you're not going to be able to get the Steve Francis. You're going to have different 6, different things like that, different jump shots. So keep that in mind. If you want certain jump shots, you're going to go with the 6'4". You want a certain jump shot, you're going to go with the 6'6". It's going to be certain things that you're not going to be able to do. It's just based on the heights. Now, as of the actual stats, it's going to be very similar. You're going to have a 70 close shot. The driving layup is going to be at least at 80, so you can get that James Harden layup package. So we're going to go to 82 to get the extra badge point. And when I told y'all in the first one, you can choose between if you're going to go with an 80 driving dunk, an 84 driving dunk, or an 86 driving dunk. Those are the 3 ones I would choose from, because you still get limitless takeoff on silver until you go to 86 and you get it on gold. But when it comes to the shooting on this build, you can end up putting the shooting the same way I had it in the last one, 89 3-pointer, but I will be showing you one that's a little bit different just to get a little bit more defense on this build, just to help it out. Now you got an 89 3-pointer, 74 mid-range, 73 free throw. It's looking very similar to the last build, very similar, but it's going to be to a point when it comes to the defense, you're going to see a big difference. Now look, we're going to end up hopping into playmaking. The playmaking is going to be very similar. You know you need that 86 pass accuracy. The 86 pass accuracy is the most important thing just to get the name. As of the ball handle, we're going to go with 89. You could go with 90, but you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit on your physicals just to get that 90 if you want it. So you got the 89 ball control, so you can end up getting quick first step on Hall of Fame, and then you're going to have that 75 speed with ball, so you can unlock Michael Jordan dribble package, or you can do Ja Morant based on which one you like. But as of the actual pass accuracy, I told y'all 86. Anything that's not 86, you're not getting the name 3-point playmaker. You will get the name 3-point shot creator. But also another name that you get with an 86 pass accuracy is inside out playmaker. Just keep that in mind. So if you want to mess around with a few things and you want to test some things out, you can get the name inside out playmaker. Just keep that in mind. But now as we get to the defense, this is something that's going to be a little bit different from the last build, just because how this build is 6'6". As of the actual perimeter defense is going to be 77, then it still is going to be at 86. If you want to go 85, like I told you, you can go 85, but if you want the extra badge point, go 86. Now look, when you upgrade the defensive rebound on this build, we stopped around 60. 60 is where we stopped around. As we're going to stop around 60 on this build, we're going to only get 15 defensive badges. So we got 16, 21, 22, and 15. But for the speed, we're going to have a 77 speed, just like the last one, 87 acceleration. That's a good, cool point that you can use, especially on a big build like this. The same thing with a 6'4". But when the vertical, you can do 70 or 75. You're still going to be able to get your contact dunks. It's 94 stamina. Now, as you look at this build, the only thing that's going to be a little bit different from this build, you get one less, you actually get 2 less defensive badges, 1 less finishing, and also you have no interior defense on this build. Now, what if I tell you we can change it up? As you're going to make this build 6'6", 190 pounds, with a 6'10" wingspan, you can still go 7 foot if you want to, but I just went 6'10", so your jump shots to be a little bit faster. So look, the stats are very similar. The only thing that's going to be very different is your 3-pointer. Your 3-pointer is going to be an 87 3-pointer with a 77 mid-range. Now, as you're doing that, you get 16, 22, 22, and 16. But that small sacrifice of lowering your 3-pointer to 87, you end up getting interior defense on this build. If you're someone that doesn't care for interior defense, that's cool. Then make the first version of this build just without interior defense. It's up to you. But if you're someone that wants that interior defense, this is the way you're going to end up making it, unless you're going to end up dropping your mid-range and putting your 3-pointer back up, but also you're going to have to sacrifice on your physicals. But with the build, you're still going to get the name the 3-point playmaker. No matter what, you're going to get 3-point playmaker or inside out playmaker for these builds. But look, if y'all boys want me to make this build, let me know. Should I make the 6'4" or should I make the 6'6"? Let me know in the comment section. But make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe, put on notifications if you haven't yet. Hey man, it's gonna be 2 videos on the screen. If you haven't checked them out yet, make sure y'all boys check out these 2 videos on the screen. It's been your man ChaMoma, and I'm out.